Hey YouTube, Doug Wallman. Recently, the last couple days, I've done a couple videos. One, I think I unlisted or put in the private mode. I think I'm about to do the same to the other. I was trying to experiment with what happens when you mix microphones on just like a single vocal channel, or channels rather. Like I have a couple boom mics or room mics, as I called them, above me, but right now I have them turned off because here's what it sounds like when I turn them on. And it ends up sounding a little bizarre. Yeah, just a little bizarre. And I thought, well, maybe I could just supplement one over the other. Like maybe I could turn down maybe I could turn down the middle microphone here, the main mic, and just instead use those as my main mic and supplement. And it seems to sound okay in my monitor, like maybe a little bit okay if I turn it way down, but it seems like no matter what I did, when I listened to it on YouTube, I could just tell it wasn't quite right. Now watch, it'll be just fine after I debunk my own little theory here. Or idea, rather. It wasn't really a theory, but I just wanted to see what would happen. So right now I have it. Okay, I totally turned this microphone off. So I might as well get it off to the side, I guess. I do sometimes like a room mic. The only problem with this is, yes, I turned off my fridge. I made sure no fan was going on in my room over there. Shut the door on top of that. And I don't really hear it right now, but there's a little hard drive at the bottom of my desk. I put it there to kind of keep it out of earshot, but I think it's still there. Let me see if that fan needs cleaning again. If I can get things to sound, it almost sounds like noise floor. Now, with this stereo mic configuration, which is just basically I didn't XY them, like whatever that is. I didn't do that, I just have them spread out, kind of pointed towards my face, out of frame. I didn't see how close I could get it. They're still some distance, and probably not even exactly the same distance, because that would be kind of nice too, but relatively the same. But they are out of frame. Anyway, I want to see if we can make this a little quieter. Let's see if I can clean that fan with a shot of air or something, if that'll help that little sound to go away. Maybe you don't hear it, but I could definitely hear it in the mix last time. Let me see. Let me get back. All right, so here's the culprit right here. I'll plug it in. See if it'll focus on that. Sound familiar? Only it's of course a lot louder right up to the mic. So unplug that. Let's see. All right, let's cover this MacBook temporarily. Okay, I guess when it doesn't really help to take it apart, but let's see if we can clean this. It might help a little bit. Let's see if that helps eliminate some of the noise. Alright, so you seen me clean the fan and you heard it, and the fan's back where it was. I do kind of need that hard drive because I use it for my stuff, my Logic Pro, my Final Cut Pro. There's lots of stuff that gets stored on there. So I do have another one down here that I haven't even opened yet. I think I've had it for a couple months. It has a button on it so you can turn off the fan temporarily. I don't know. You wouldn't want those drives. You wouldn't want these to overheat. That wouldn't be any good. But maybe for a small time. I don't know. It's not really, though, that I plan on recording like this, especially if it doesn't work so great. There's another technique, which is actually conventional, tried, proven. That's the XY. I don't know if I'd want that above me. Maybe. I've done that before. I guess we could try that real quick. The stereo image I don't think would be as wide, so maybe it wouldn't capture as much of the tiny little fan. It's just amazing what these mics will pick up. It just blows my mind. So maybe we'll check that out. Alright, so this isn't really meant to be handheld, but this is the XY configuration. I'll shove it right down there by the fan. That was just a little bit under the desk. It wasn't really right by it, but yeah. You can still kind of hear it, but what kind of difference does it make if I have it above me? It's kind of not so nice looking here for the video, all these cables hanging, but testing 1, 2, 3. Test. You can definitely hear that. That's annoying, having a little fan noise like that. But if I was right up on it, I could maybe turn down. There, that's a little better. I turned down the gain, so maybe you can't. I mean, no matter what, I'm going to turn it back up to get it on YouTube, and you'll probably hear it again. But I think just a single mic like this one makes it so you don't hear as much of that stuff. Either they're going to have to get a longer cable or move it somewhere else. But how long can these cables be? A little fan like that can really be a nuisance. Yeah, I do hear that. Maybe I'll just have to deal with it. Alright, let's see what just happens if I go back to the single mic, because I never really noticed it as much then. But I do like the idea of maybe like having it out of frame. I still hear the whining of that fan, even way up here out of frame. Anyway, it is what it is. Test 1, 2, 3. Now this doesn't, the XY doesn't quite have like the, you won't hear quite the width of the stereo signal. Well, that's okay. The other idea is this Octava has 3 different capsules, one of them being like omnidirectional. So then if I did use that capsule, you would hear more of the room. What's on here is not omnidirectional. It is, it's just a cardioid is what it is. So on this microphone, there's 3 capsules. Cardioid, which I think is what I have on right now. Yeah, it's the same type of capsule that's on here. Although these are not interchangeable. Supposedly not. So there's cardioid, which is what's on this one. And then there's a hypercardioid, which tightens it even more. And then there's the omnidirectional. So if I wanted more of the room sound, I could also just go mono and go with the omnidirectional. Guess we could see what that sounds like. But first, let's just use it as it is. See what it sounds like with the one I've been using for ages now, just the cardioid. All right, so we're just back to the mic I've been using, the Octava MK12. I'm using the, not the omnidirectional yet, but the cardioid. Not the hypercardioid, but the cardioid. So like this mic is, or any hypercardioid, it's known for a pretty good rejection, or any cardioid. Although these were cardioids, I'm pretty sure they have the same symbol on there. I don't know. But we have also kind of a wider sphere that we're covering, possibly. And it also could be the noise, signal to noise ratio. I don't know. I don't know my mics that well. I just know when I listen carefully, I do not hear that fan blowing. Or fan whining, I should say. So these are the capsules in here, along with some other goodies, like an attenuator, I think, and like a high pass filter to rid myself of some of the bass. Maybe I should use that. Get rid of some of my bass. Although actually, I think that thing's supposed to do that. I have a low cut filter on. No, I just turned off the low cut filter. Now it's probably even more bassy, maybe a little bit. The quick brown fox jumped over the lazy dog. I don't know how quick it actually activates and deactivates. The quick brown fox jumped over the lazy dog. But let me get this switched out to... Actually, let me take this off. Oh, this is the hypercardioid. I've been using the hypercardioid. Yeah. Now it makes a little more sense. This does have good rejection. Yeah. Okay. Well, maybe just for kicks and grins, let's put on the cardioid capsule and see what we got. All right, this is the hypercardioid capsule. No, this is the cardioid capsule. Why do I always mess up like this? And yes, this really is the cardioid capsule, but it's a voiceover right now. Oh, the quick brown fox jumped over the lazy dog. The quick brown fox jumped over the lazy dog. Yeah, I'm not going to do a big old test. And within next, we'll try the omnidirectional. And that should have more of a room sound when I put that one on. All right, so this is the room one. Not the room one, it's the omnidirectional. But I would imagine it would pick up a little more ambience in the room. I can kind of hear maybe sort of like an echo, but I wouldn't say it's a treated room. No, but it's not horrible. I mean, it's carpet in here. Well, halfway. The rest is linoleum. But I guess if a guy wanted just more of the room sound, this would be an option too. It is kind of a wonder though that these other mics pick up the fan noise so much. I don't hear that fan. Not so much anyway, not even with this. Let's switch mics. Just one of these, just one of them, and see what we got. I'm just curious, honestly. I could have even done a hot swap. No, that's fine too. It does maybe have a little thinner sound, but well, it can't possibly just be like the interface. I don't know. Anyways, that's been enough messing around with stuff. I thought I'd just try a few different things. That is odd though. It's possible I have a different preamp over there if I would hook the stereo configuration of these Behringers up to that. We might get better results. But I don't know if that would really impact hearing the fan down there now. Probably not. So I'm pretty sure what I was hearing wasn't so much floor noise, but it was in fact that fan. And I don't think I can even take this out of here. But it's like if I did this, could you hear it a little bit more? I don't know. It seems like that stereo configuration really picked up the room a lot more, but then we got those other artifacts in the room that I don't like. Anyway, thanks for watching. I'll keep experimenting a little here and there, but sometimes I just have to stick with what's proven and tried. So I guess my little experiment I did with trying to mix room mics or boom mics with one singular mic, I can't really put a score down on non-conventional in that case. I have to give a score to what's conventional and tried and true. Yeah, sorry. I was actually kind of hoping I could say, nah, and I found something that works for me that no one else believes in, almost no one else, but I couldn't pull it off. It did not work. That doesn't mean I couldn't try a little harder, but it's just a lot of messing around for naught. It seemed like this does seem to work. And yes, the Octava does sound better, but this doesn't sound too bad. It's a Behringer. It sounds pretty good. I'm just kind of spoiled. Anyway, thanks for watching. Remember to like, comment, and subscribe, and we will see you in the next video. Thank you. You know what I did? I got tired of listening to myself complain when I was editing, and I just went down and I turned that lid around, and then the contacts can't make a complete path, electrical path to the fan, and we don't have a fan for a little bit. I mean, there's a model almost just like it that has a button so you can actually turn off the fan, but this one doesn't have it. But all you got to do is turn around the lid and you don't have a fan on it. That does act like a heat sink a little bit, the lid, so it should be okay for a little bit. Plus I have a couple of these, but I tried fitting them in there. I don't think it really worked too great. Maybe if I had a ton of heatsink compound I could, but I don't want to do that. So yeah, don't hear the fan now for sure. Of course, this is the mic that rejected it anyway. Maybe just I could try one more time with the other configuration real quick, and we'll see what we get. All right. Well, you shouldn't hear anything now. Test 1, 2. The quick brown fox jumped over the lazy dog. Of course, that is the XY configuration. We will once again try it overhead and see what that sounds like. The quick brown fox jumped over the lazy dog. All right, so now they're overhead. I turned up one channel just a little bit to kind of even it out. I'm trying to think if my hard drive's okay now, not having a fan. I thought I seen, no, it's still there. There's no way to monitor the temperature on this, not at least with my computer. I could check again, but the last I looked, there was no way to monitor the temperature of that, but it seems to be okay. It fills up fast with all these videos. Thanks for watching my little extension here. I think that sounds a lot better. Let me turn it back on while the video is still running and see if you can hear it clicking on. Or if the fan goes back on, You'll know what you're listening for. I don't know. I do hear it, but maybe I'm splitting hairs and being fussing about over nothing. I don't know. But thanks for watching. Once again, remember to like, comment, and subscribe, and we'll see you in the next video. I hope you enjoy this going back and forth and trying to figure things out. That's what I do. Thank you.